What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for showing up for me again. One thing though, if you want me to keep rolling out these videos on crypto and NFTs and just any other thing regarding my lifestyle and what I'm doing, subscribe, share my video if you can, like it, please. I would be more than grateful for you. But now that we got that over and done with, let's get to the topic at hand, all right? Now, if you checked out my last video, which was on side hustles, at the very end, so make sure that you actually watched my video to the very end. At the very end, I talked about the way that I have transitioned from working in my career field to working as an investor in the cryptocurrency space. And I didn't really go into depth on that video, and that's why I've made this part 2, where I dig a little deeper into what is crypto, kind of giving like an overview of the things that I do, and provide the basics to you to know kind of where to start. I'm also making this video really for myself because I am so exhausted with explaining this process. So I want a visual or some sort of tool to give out to my family and friends for them to reference this and kind of, get their feet wet a little bit and have like some sort of high level understanding of what it is that I do on a daily basis. So let's get right into it. I do have some notes yet again because the girl needs to know what she's talking about because this might be a long video. What is crypto? So if you're looking for someone to explain blockchain technology, this is not the video for that. I am not a developer. I'm not an expert. So I am not going to be the one to really dive deep into the complexities of blockchain technology and how the inner workings of crypto work. But to put it in layman's terms and give you like a high level understanding, cryptocurrency is what the name suggests. It's digital assets, a digital currency. These digital assets are fortified with what I said, blockchain technology, which is validated by complex computing, via proof of work or proof of staking, which just means that customers provide liquidity for a blockchain or a coin to use and stabilize the ecosystem and stabilize the transactions that are moving within that chain, right? So boom, that's it in a nutshell. I can't really go further into it, but just know that it is a digital currency. It is one of the largest and fastest growing industries right now. And I don't think that it'll slow up anytime soon. Matter of fact, I'm going so hard with telling my family and friends about this because I am 100% certain that in the near future, cryptocurrency is going to be the gold standard. It's going to be the standard form of payment globally at that. You already have countries that have adopted cryptocurrencies as their national currency. You have different places, where I live, I'm in Las Vegas. I even see signs on different, like a corner store that said that we take crypto or we take Bitcoin. So in the near future, I am more than confident that a lot of highly trafficked areas, a lot of highly trafficked companies are going to be accepting crypto pay. And I just personally don't want to be left out of the mix. I want to be fully prepared for what's to come, and I want my people to be as well. So I want my family and my friends and whoever's watching this to be prepared for what's to come in our future, right? So I think for a lot of people, cryptocurrency is a little off-putting. Most people are already a little skeptical of investing anyways because people are introduced to investing via stocks. Some people may have been burned by a massive drop massive bear market where there's a lot of their money isn't really making as much gains as that they hoped, right? They look at cryptocurrency a similar way, because if you think about it, even myself, because I'm really very new in the crypto space, even myself, I was introduced to crypto via an online brokerage, like you would stocks. So that's your Robinhood, eToro, Charles Schwab. They sell crypto, like places like that. So brokers, Webull. So most people are introduced via those online brokers like they would a stock. So oftentimes people think of crypto more so like this arbitrary asset that they can just buy and gain money based off of value appreciation like they would a stock, right? But for me, it's much, much more than that. And I want you to be able to utilize crypto how it's meant to be, which is a currency. Because when you think about it, when you're using these online brokers, they are a mediator between you and the money. So you are not actually holding on to your coins. You can't take your coins and move them to someplace else. When you're using a mediator like a broker, you're going to be, if you ever want to move them on to another platform, you're going to have to actually sell off those coins and then possibly go somewhere else, like an actual exchange, and buy in at a price that you may not want to buy in. So it could have, after you sold off your coin, it could have mooned and could have appreciated in value. And now you have less money than what you could have possibly had, right? For the same amount of money that you put in. So for me, yet again, there are advantages to using brokers. Don't get me wrong. You can get some little extra perks as far as sometimes you get less fees. It depends on the broker. They might also offer different rewards for you, such as financial counseling, counseling for taxes with capital gains. So do keep that in mind. But yet again, I am looking towards the future of cryptocurrency and utilizing it as it should be, which is a form of exchange for services and goods. So with that in mind, you also get off of those brokers and get onto an exchange and actually utilize coins as a currency. You get access to other coins as well. So you're not just buying Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin or some other major altcoin that most people know about, which opens you up to so many more opportunities to make money, so many different ways to invest as well, versus just waiting for value appreciation and fluctuation of price action, right? There is a difference within cryptocurrency exchanges that I want to talk about, because you see a similar difference in those two versus the difference of an online broker and an exchange, right? So you have your centralized finance side of cryptocurrency, and you're going to have your decentralized finance side of cryptocurrency. I think of those two, I liken them kind of to, for those who know, because you might be too young for this, but for those who know, I liken it to back in the day when we had LimeWire, right? So there was iTunes, and then there was LimeWire. And in iTunes, you had to go through iTunes in order to download all, like if you're downloading music on your computer, right? You had to go through iTunes to download all of your music through iTunes. You're buying it from them. Or you can go to Lime where it's more peer-to-peer. It is peer-to-peer, where you're actually getting a file, the music file, whatever, directly from another person. So it does not funnel money just into one specific platform, right? You're actually spreading out and sourcing from different places. Now, we weren't paying for that, but it's the same thing. So that would be the major difference between centralized finance and decentralized finance. So your centralized finance exchanges are going to be like your Binance, crypto.com, Coinbase. These are places that give you have a wallet onto their platform. I guess you can kind of think of it as like the US Treasury or a bank, right? So these are going to be like big major players within the crypto space. In DeFi, which is more peer-to-peer, you're actually utilizing the liquidity from every different person, right? In order to fund your transactions, in order to, you're literally performing trades with other people, so that's the cool thing. There may be one specific developer, or there may be a development group of these coins or these projects, but as a whole, we're utilizing each other's liquidity, and we're all, mining and using our different spaces in order to completely validate the coin and the ecosystem. So to go a little bit deeper into the differences between between centralized exchanges and decentralized finance exchanges. With the centralized finance exchanges that I spoke about earlier, like the crypto.com, Binance, Coinbase, etc. Yet again, you're going to get the coins. You're going to be probably a little bit limited on the coins that you can invest in. You're going to see the ones that have the most exposure, the ones that have the larger total volumes. So there's a lot of people moving a lot of money within those specific coins and platforms that they're putting on these central exchanges. They have high market caps. But the thing with the centralized exchanges is that they do have a benefit. You're going to get really modest but trustworthy coins. So you're probably not going to see too much price action with them, too much fluctuation. They're volatile still. Crypto is a volatile space. Invest at your own risk. Did I forget to mention to do your own research? And this is not financial advice. I'm simply just telling you what I'm doing, right? But anyway, back to what I was saying. You can garner a lot of trust in centralized exchanges because it is a major player, and they have a lot of liability because in centralized exchanges, you're getting KYC'd. So in KYC means know your customer, which means that they require for you to give them your ID, so your government issued ID, so they know who their investors are, which on one end helps to tone down fraud, money laundering, and other illegal activities, that there are scams in cryptocurrency, so it is a risk. But on these central exchanges, you're getting more of the lower risk options there. It does also create a more seamless liaison and connection between your traditional banking institutions and cryptocurrency. Or you can plug in your debit card or your credit card or your bank account number into the centralized exchange and be able to move your money from that account into here to actually purchase your coins there. With DeFi, it's a little bit tricky to do that unless you just have a friend to Cash App and they just send you coins. But you're definitely going to need to have an easy way when you're beginning, for sure, to be able to push your coins from your traditional bank to cryptocurrency and to an exchange to purchase. Like I was saying before, there's a little bit more security I guess, especially for beginners, in centralized exchanges. Now, on the decentralized exchange side, another cool thing about decentralized finance is that, and I'll go further into this later too, but you get to enjoy, if you do proper research, you're able to enjoy getting in on a coin before it gets a lot of exposure and before it rises to the moon. So you can get in on a little bit of that appreciating price action. So love it. Also, on the DeFi side, you have greater control of your assets with DeFi wallets. In particular, you have the ability to swap between different networks as you may want to. You can move your coins from wallet to wallet a lot more seamlessly with fewer fees. I'll keep it real. There are fees involved when you perform transactions. It's called gas fees. I see a lot of time because I invest in crypto.com, the Crow coin, and Chronos blockchain, and I see less gas fees on the Chronos side than I would if I were just to swap my coins on the crypto.com side. So I make sure I do all my swapping on the DeFi side and DEXs. Another cool thing is you can actually import your wallets onto other user interfaces. So, like for instance, I use the CDC, the crypto.com DeFi wallet. If I wanted to utilize MetaMask, which is another decentralized wallet, in order to change the gas fees, change the slippage a little bit on my transactions, I have a little bit more control in doing that on MetaMask. So your wallet is this address that comes with this 12-word password that you never give to anyone. Never give to anyone. And I can take that seed phrase, move it, and import it into another platform and be able to use that platform in order to utilize the DEX in the best way that I can. Let's get into the juicy stuff, because this is what you guys came to see and hear about, and that is your investment options. Yet again, I do most of my investing, I do all of my investing on the DeFi side because you're going to get high yields on that side. So this is strictly talking about decentralized finance, although you can stake your money on the centralized side and get, upwards of like 12% for staking. But there's so much more. There's so much more to get out there. So let's talk about it. First things first. Most people are introduced into investing and stock trading and all that kind of thing with price action trading, which means that you're utilizing charts, you're reading candlesticks in order to catch a coin at its lowest and wait for it to appreciate to go higher and get, some of that price action. Take advantage of some of that price action and get profit on your money. So that's trading. You can trade on these different exchanges, which simply just means that you go in, you have one coin and you can swap it out for another one or swap it out for USDT or stable coin, converting it into USD or whatever your native dollar is. You can also participate in initial coin offerings. This is something that's really cool that I spoke about earlier, about getting in on a coin before it blows up. So if you're able to find a project that pushes out a coin, that does a launch of a coin, you can participate in that coin offering by providing that platform with whatever coin that they're looking for, that liquidity, and in exchange they'll give you X amount of coins that they're selling. And more times than I've been in quite a few initial coin offerings. Every time, right when it's official, whenever it comes out, and you purchased early, it shoots up like crazy. So that's a great opportunity for you to earn profit, because once it goes up, you sell at the high, watch it go down and level out, and then you buy more, baby. And you can also purchase NFTs. Now this in particular is how I got introduced into the whole crypto, like decentralized side, right? I talked about Robinhood and Webull earlier, but this is really how I got into crypto, which is through an NFT. Like I said before, I am invested in crypto.com. I downloaded their DeFi wallet when it first came out, the month it came out. During that month, they came out with an NFT that they displayed in their wallet. And from there, I found their Twitter, and through their Twitter, I found another NFT project and another one and another one. And I finally had the gumption to actually purchase an NFT. So I participated in an NFT mint, and I was able to mint this rare, a fairly rare NFT. And I ended up paper handing it, as you will learn in another video what that means. But I ended up paper handing it, sold it for a pretty good profit. I paid $160 for it, and gained $2,800 by selling it within 2 weeks. So, I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. $160 investment and then making $2,800 on top of that. That's crazy. And that was my very first NFT project, my very first anything in crypto. And then from there, I still actually hold, I bought 3 of those. Actually, I still hold one of them. And right now, I could sell it right now if I wanted to. I could sell it at a minimum of $4,000. And that's for, that's not even for a rare one. Just any of them at minimum are going for $4,000. And I still have one. So, I mean, I'm holding on to it because it keeps appreciating in value. But that's just one awesome way to make money in this space. The best way to get the maximum amount of profit from NFTs is to find an NFT project before it comes out. So you want to actually participate in an NFT mint instead of purchasing it on an aftermarket or secondary market like Ibisu Bay for Chronos or OpenSea for Ethereum and Solana or other blockchain NFTs. You want to participate in minting an NFT. The way that you can find an NFT before it actually comes out, you definitely want to use Twitter and Discord. Really, Twitter has helped me. I use Twitter to actually just search NFT drops or search NFT hashtag Crow, NFT hashtag Solana, and you can look through those searches, find some legitimate accounts, look at who they follow, and you start, the more people you follow, the more different drops and projects that you start to see that will give you mint dates. They'll give you their Discord, which you also want to make sure that you utilize Discord, because in there you also get extra rewards by really getting to know what's involved with the NFT project. Which brings me to my next point, is another way to get maximum profit from an NFT project is getting into one that actually has some sort of utility. So what are you getting out of this NFT other than it just being a cool looking picture or a cool thing? What else comes with it? Can you stake it for more money? Can you, what is it doing? Can you get into a cool party or meet a celebrity or something? It has to give you something. So look for utility, all right? I mentioned staking before, and this is really the creme de la creme. This is what people need to understand about crypto, is that you can stake this stuff, which is placing your money in a regular savings account, depositing your money in a savings account, and gaining interest on that. Same thing you can do on DEXs. You're going to find a lot of these DEXs in, even if you download one of the wallets that I mentioned before, like MetaMask or Trust Wallet or something like that. Within the wallet, they're going to have, more times than not, a tab where you can actually see a lot of the most popular DEXs. Also suggest utilizing dexscreener.com. Dexscreener.com is going to show you the major DEXs in order by their total volume. So you're looking at Uniswap, PancakeSwap, mm.finance on Chronos, VVS.finance on Chronos, QuickSwap. Like these DEXs that have high volume are going to give you probably the more legitimate and stable of coins. Now I won't say that they're stable because they're not, but a stable coin is a stable coin. But they're going to give you a good outlook on what coins that are the most popular. And once you actually look at those different DEXs, they're going to be listing within those DEXs NFTs that they may be associated with, and you're going to see your staking options there. So yield farming is where it's at. I do a lot of yield farming and staking on the Chronos side yet again. I'm a part of the Borough. If you know, you know. I participate in staking on the mm.finance platform. On this platform and others, you're going to see very, very, very high yields. Imagine putting your money in a bank and earning 1,000% APY on it, 800% APR on it. That doesn't happen. You get half a percentage in the bank, right? On the DEXs, you can earn 1,000% APY. Now that percentage may scale down depending on how much volume is being staked in that platform, but it's crazy the amount of money that you can get there. You can stake in different ways on those platforms. You can single stake. So you're looking at providing one coin. So you're putting your money in one coin, holding it, keeping it on this platform, and in return you get X amount of APY, X amount of APR return and profit as your rewards, right? You can do liquidity pair staking. So that's pairing two different coins because it's about providing the DEX with liquidity to be able to validate their transactions. So you can provide them with pairing two coins together, and they'll give you a high yield on those. I like to do this as well. This is more of a long-term play, which is using yield optimizers. In yield optimizers, you do the same thing, you stake, but there you're going to see your profits are auto compound. So you don't have to do it manually. You don't have to keep reinvesting manually. They do it automatically for you, where you can see the highest amount of profit at the end of the year. I say it's a long-term play because they do typically charge high fees in order to stake and unstake your money from there. Just incentivize you to keep it on that platform, but they also incentivize you by giving you very high yields and auto compounding and taking the work out of it, right? Another thing that's really popular now, they're called tomb forks, which I'm all about tomb forks. There's a lot of controversy around them, which I won't get into, but I'm all about tomb forks. They are like a money printing machine. For me, I get paid daily out of a tomb fork, which is how I make my money. This is how I'm paying myself. This is how I have replaced my former salary, utilizing a tomb fork primarily. And here, Just a high-level overview for Tomb Forks. Basically, a DEX creates an algorithmically pegged token to another token. So they peg the value of one token to another. So for instance, if I make a token and I want it to be pegged to $1, like stablecoin is, I manipulate the system in a way to make sure that it stays as close as possible to $1. But sometimes, because there are people who believe in that coin or want to see coin price action, they bring it above peg. So a Tomb Fork rewards you for buying that coin and bringing it above peg, so that when you stake another coin and that other coin stays above peg, it pays you out rewards. I don't know if I said that correctly, but just know I'm getting like 3% daily. 3% daily on my money by staking it in a Tomb Fork. Another thing in staking, another way to stake is NFT staking, which is pretty cool. That's a utility that I mentioned of buying NFTs before, which you can actually get an NFT and either you can stake it for the value of what you paid it for, or you can stake it on a platform and they just say, hey, I give you back for staking this token or this NFT, I'm going to give you X amount of dollars per day in order to do that. And what you can do in turn is also, you can just take your rewards or you can restake your rewards and even earn more money on top of what you're earning from staking the NFT. Love that. The last part of staking, which that I know and that I participate in, there could be other ways to stake because DeFi is endless, is lending. There are lending platforms on the DeFi side. That's pretty cool. It allows you're supplying liquidity, so you can supply the platform with liquidity, and in exchange, you can either borrow money out of there. So you're using your liquidity as like an asset, right? That you're putting up, you're leveraging to borrow, either borrow from the platform, borrow another coin to stake somewhere, or you can leverage that coin to just get another coin to stake. So that's pretty awesome as well. So there's just so many different things. I really want you to take what I've said myself and all those different investment options and go further, go beyond, look for other YouTube videos to kind of further explain. I'm going to try my best to roll out more videos as I think of them and as I get more questions. So please ask me any questions that you can, because I can't possibly I can't think of everything right now. I want to just give you guys quickly some things that you need just to get you started with crypto. And yet again, please ask me any questions that you need. Subscribe. And you can get more videos to gain more understanding. But first things first, what you need are diamond hands and a strong will. What diamond handing means is you better hold on to your coin, honey. And you better have a strong will and a strong mind, because this is a bumpy ride. Crypto is so volatile, and there's going to be some bad days, and there's going to be some damn good days. So just having the strength to just ride that roller coaster, because it is a roller coaster, but it does pay off if you are in the right project. So keep that in mind. Always remember to buy low, sell high, period. All right. I said before, you obviously need a bank account. Unless you have a friend that you trust and you don't mind sending them a Zelle for them to use their bank account to get coins and then send the coins to you. That's just too much, especially if you are dealing with large sums of money. And you also need a way to actually offload your money if you want to take profits off of the platforms. So you need a bank account, an actual banking institution, in order to fund your crypto accounts. All right. You need to download an exchange with a wallet. You need to be able to purchase coins. So that means you need to download crypto.com, and these are apps on your phone that you can download. You're making money on your phone, baby. You can download crypto.com, Binance, Coinbase. There's other ones. Those are just the main ones that I would use. You also want an actual DEX wallet. You want a decentralized finance wallet. So that would be like a MetaMask. Most DeFi projects are going to work best with MetaMask. They just prefer that UI. So I always suggest MetaMask. I use CDC DeFi wallet, which a lot of people have issues with on different platforms. I never really have too many issues with it personally, but some people do. Trust wallet as well. I have to reiterate this also because during the process of signing up for a centralized exchange, signing up for a DeFi wallet, they're going to take you through the instructions on creating your wallet, knowing your wallet address, and your seed phrase, which is your key to your wallet. When you get this seed phrase, please do never give this phrase out to anyone. This is like giving out your social security number. Don't do it. This is like giving out your banking account number and routing and ID. Don't do it. That is the key to your money. You use the seed phrase to import your wallet on different UIs like MetaMask or DeFi or Trust Wallet. So you want to make sure that you hold on to it. I don't suggest you using a mobile app like Notes to keep this phrase because it's a 12-word phrase. It's long. I suggest you putting it on paper, or I personally have mine engraved on like a metal card. I've engraved it myself, and I have it locked in a safe so that in the future, my family members, whomever, can access it. But for me, you can't. Right now, you can't touch it. And I suggest that just because phones can be hacked, phones can be lost, and then where are you if you've lost your seed phrase? You're broke, you're done for, you're done. Social media, you definitely need to be in tune. If you're going to get in the digital space, you need to be all up in there. So you need to start using social media accounts. You need to get in Facebook groups. You need to definitely be on Twitter. You have to be on Twitter. That's where you're going to get most of the buzz, most of the action and the news on different projects, on different blockchains, on the whole market as a whole. You're going to get that information on Twitter. Through Twitter, you're going to find different Discords to get into where you get to actually involve yourself in the community, the small communities of the projects. You actually get to talk with the developers themselves of different projects and the moderators in the groups who are very helpful. So definitely download a Discord, download Twitter, download Telegram. Telegram is much like Discord. I think Discord is a little bit more interactive, but download Telegram as well. Just get in tune with social media. IG, you can find a lot of great NFT projects on Instagram through celebrity accounts, through NFT accounts, crypto accounts. So social media is very key. Being in tune with the internet is very key. Being in this digital space. I mentioned this earlier too, but a great resource is dexscreener.com. I will put the link to that in the description below. Dex Screener is a list of all the different dexes and all of their coins that are offered on those dexes, and it gives charting information so you can actually see, the charts and see the action and the movement of the value of the coin. So this is a great tool. You can pull up different screens for different coins, and this helps with day trading. This helps with knowing when the great time is for you to buy so that you can get the maximum amount of profit. So I love using Deck Screener. I look at Deck Screener all the time just to see and compare the prices of the coins that I'm invested in. I also suggest Reddit. Reddit is a great tool to search up a coin, to do research. I highly recommend doing your own research, DYOR. You're going to see that all the time once you get into the Twitter and Discord spaces. Do your own research. Don't rely and ape in on something just because one person said to go in on this. What may be right for me may not be right for you. You may not hold the same value in something that I do, because we have different perspectives, different values, different goals in mind. So make sure that you are investing for you and investing right for you. So make sure that you're doing your own research by utilizing Reddit and all the other platforms that I spoke about. I suggest making a separate Twitter page. If you already have a Twitter, I have a Twitter spam account. I'm not going to say the name of that because I'm not trying to dox myself. But I have a certain Twitter account where I have a lot of followers on and different people. And through my interactions with the people that I follow on Twitter, we all don't really have our personal information on there. I have my NFT as my profile picture, or I have one of my NFTs as my profile picture, and I get a lot of information on, you know, the projects that I'm already in, things that are coming out, what's going on in the blockchain I'm in. I get a lot of great, invaluable information just on that alone. And you also get to see the climate of the people who are invested in said coin, right? So you get to see kind of what is driving the value appreciation on the back end. So it's really cool. Highly suggest getting a separate account, mostly just to kind of separate your content too, because NFT Twitter can get really spammy. So I like to have my pages separate just so that I have like the personal people that I know, that I follow, and I have this whole different NFT world and crypto world where we're all talking about the same type of thing. And it's so cool to have those different aspects of myself. I want everyone that I speak to about crypto to be well informed. I want you to go in informed so you know what to expect. But I can't possibly say everything in one video. So if you do have questions, please hit me up in the comments. Ask any open questions that you want to. If you don't feel comfortable asking me questions in the comments, follow my Instagram page at SamBammalicious. Or if you are a Facebook friend, you can inbox me on Facebook as well, or inbox me on IG, and I'd love to answer any questions that you have. If you need help setting up your wallets, or setting up, knowing which wallet to get into, or what do you need what for what, please let me know. Also would love to use that as suggestions for any future videos as well, so I can kind of dive deeper into a series to kind of get everyone eased in and acclimated into this space. There are not that many women in this space. It's very, very male dominated. So my ladies, I would love for you guys to get in on this money. In general, women are very modest and precautious with our investments, but scared money doesn't make any money, y'all. I would love to see more women. There are awesome women NFT projects that are in this space. There are awesome women that are in a lot of these major NFT projects, major crypto projects on DEXs. And we're making money out here, y'all. So I would love to see more women in this space too. But my men, anyone who is looking to take that dive and invest, keep staying tuned into my videos. I would love to keep telling you more and more, diving into what's hot in the NFT world and the crypto world. any new launches that I know about. Any questions that you have, just shout me out and I'll love to answer it. Don't forget, you know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm about to say, right? Subscribe. Hello. Subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell so you can get my next video as soon as it pops out. And comment. Comment. Speak to me. Talk to me. I love it. I respond. Thank you guys yet again for watching my videos, y'all. I'll see you next time.